club was formed 3 years ago, and it's been great inroads through men and women's football. My colleague and the genius of Lewis Pendleton's not here because he's in hospital, unfortunately. And I'm hoping he does recover because we can't afford him to die. We need him here. But you know, he's been the forefront of this club with a lot of other people's efforts. And as the club was formed with a senior club and a youth section, we grew, and over the years, the 3 years we've been, we're introduced to Lumley Ladies. I'd just like Kevin and Dave to come up here, please. Please, come on. Yeah, give them a round of applause. Just stand in, fellas, please, because I know. I think for me personally, I met these two guys, and straight away their passion for women's football and Lumley Ladies was infectious. They bought into our vision of a club, Chelsea Street United, and from that they came across and became part of this community club, which is, you know, we are very proud to be. From the senior level right down to grassroots teams, from the people who put a lot of work into it, the Phil Cummins and, you know, the guys who volunteered to coach. So for us, it's a big night for us. We're disappointed that obviously the game that was supposed to go ahead Thornaby hasn't, but this is a celebration of what this club has achieved in the last 3 years. The floodlights, Jeff King, who is our secretary, we warned about writing a book this year about the floodlight because of the dynamics of the people who didn't want this club to succeed, and the club itself, you know, had to have, for the ground grading, floodlights. So we're going to call this book 40 points and floodlights. That's what we wanted. But we've got more than 40 points, to be honest with you. And now we're in a position next year to box on. So the dynamics of the club is in a great footing now. And through these two guys here, one of the negatives for us was that they came and said, right lad, we have had our time, we want to leave it. And me and Lewis were really disappointed that they wanted to do that, but fully understand the reasons and things like that. What these two lads here, and those tears, there will be tears here now, got to be honest with you, because as I started, you can see what passion they've got for these girls, for the whole club, and just the opportunities they are prepared to give them as well. So tonight, as it was just a league game, I think it maybe it's turned out better with a game, an exhibition game for the girls. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Got to be honest with you, with the girls on shore. I'll give you one thing: the first team haven't played on that under lights. You're the first ones, so they'll be really jealous as well. And so, but for these two lads here, it's about these two lads who've given 14 years at Lumley Ladies. What a club that was! But they decided, like a guy, Gary Brown, that this Chelsea Street United was the vehicle that give people, young people, an opportunity to fulfil what they can do. And for me, I think, first of all, massive round of applause for these two guys. I know these guys here, I'm speaking out of turn because there's not just these two guys, there is people behind these two fellas who have supported the senior team, supported the youth side of it with the girls, and a round of applause for them as well. I think for me, there's always something to hand over. What we decided is these would be honorary presidents of the club. But obviously losing these two fellas, that they take, we place them. And I'll tell you now, for the senior team, there will be a full-time coach who will be now involved with the senior team now. And these two lads will see that process. The handover will be with that full-time coach. They will select this full-time coach with us, and that's how the club will really push on. But I'd just like to hand these two guys, these two mementos of their journey, but I don't want them to go anywhere. These are like two people who I want to see this club to flourish and be everything of what we want it to be, a community club with giving young boys and girls an opportunity to fulfil as far as they can go in their football life. Seriously, whether it'll be professional contract, whether it'll be semi-professional, or just playing with your friends. That's the big thing about this club, and that's this is what these two guys are all about. So I haven't got my readers on at the moment. So David, thank you, and Kevin, I don't know if you want to say a few words.
Try.
Yeah.
As John said. Do you want me to start? No? It has been emotional, it's been a journey. But this club, we wouldn't have decided to merge if we didn't think that Cheshire Street United was going to be something bigger and better going forwards. So if the younger players in the room, we're honoured to think that we have been involved in setting up the structure for a pathway for all female players over the next 5, 10, 15 years to progress and play for Cheshire Street United Women's First Team. And we're really honoured to know that we've been a big part in organising and putting that in place, which is something which we wanted to do. Thank you for coming tonight. It has been a little bit of a stressful evening with our opponents pulling out about 6 o'clock, telling us that we're unable to play tonight. But it just goes to show what, as a club and as a young club, which can only grow and build in the future years, that we've got. Massive thanks to John, our under-16 manager, who was, some of the girls are playing for us this season, have stepped up, they've brought players in tonight. So we've managed to get, in very short notice, 2 teams together tonight who are going to be a talented bunch out on the foot pitch to give us an exhibition game tonight. Okay, so there is going to be a game going ahead. They are going to play in the way the game should be played, as if it was a proper game tonight. They've all been briefed that it is played in the right spirit tonight to give an exhibition. So what is good for us is we're going to have purely Cheshire Street United players out on the pitch tonight to welcome the opening of the ground and the club. Everyone who has supported me, players.
He set me off now, he does that. Well, so I start.
Do you want me to finish?
Right, okay, so I started 16 years ago when my daughter was 7. Got dragged into coaching a team. And well, here we are, sort of 16 years later. We've been through all sorts of things. Most of it, the vast majority, has been fantastic. I wouldn't have changed any of it for the world. You've all been brilliant. We've known the majority of the team for right through since you all started playing football when you were this high, to be honest. And you've all been brilliant. We've done all sorts of things we've never had the opportunity to do as a group. We've made so many friends who will be around for life. Oh, stop it. It's your fault. So, what we've really, all we wanted, whilst we were at Lumley Ladies and at Cheshire Street United, was for somewhere for girls to come and develop and play football. That's really what we've been after. And I think we've achieved it. It's been a struggle at times, it's been annoying at times, we've had all sorts of things going on, but we got there. and you've got somewhere to come and play. The girls who are here tonight to support and as mascots, you know that you've got somewhere to come and play football when you're adults. And make sure you do, because the facilities are great here. It's fantastic. And to be honest, we didn't think that there wasn't going to be somewhere in the future for girls to play in the Chelsea Street area, we wouldn't have merged. We knew it was going to be the right thing for the girls, and it would mean there's plenty of progression for all girls in Chelsea Street. It's fantastic. So make the most of it. Make sure that you stay with the club, because you know they're going places, and first team wise, there'll be a team there for years to come. And again, these girls are brilliant. They're fantastic footballers. They know what they're doing, and they'll see you all through. And I just want to thank pretty much everybody here for a start, but also all the supporters, all the girls who've been with us for the past 16 years. You've all been brilliant. I want to thank this guy, because he's just soft. And Mark at the back there, thank you Mark for everything that you've done. And more importantly, Rachel and Barbara as well for putting up with our sort of meetings that we've had on a regular basis. So with the takeaways and beer and all sorts, it's been a blast, it really has. So thank you all for coming tonight and seeing us off.
And just to finish, this is how much it means to the players, each other. I've just noticed two girls have probably driven an hour and a half tonight, knowing we were struggling. Jamie, Laura?
No, I've got my work clothes, but that's about it.
So again, this is what it means. These two have just travelled an hour and a half to come see us. These were part of our squad last year and moved away, but come here tonight. So honestly, we're going to stop. We're going to go outside. I think that's one more little thing, but as a whole, and then we'll quickly go back inside, get ourselves turned around. But once again, this club is going to be, without any question, the club to be at in the Chelsea Street area by a million miles, and we are proud to be it, and we're looking forward to seeing it grow and develop. So this isn't the end, it's the start.
Just the last thing. The last bit of this is obviously we had to get the lights, but we needed a stand as well. So I would like everybody to go down, because we've got Abby to take photographs, just to make a little bit of a song and dance about the stand that we've got before we kick off. So can everybody make their way down to stand? Yeah? Yes. Okay. Thank you, John.